So you recently got engaged. Congratulations. In this video, I'll show you how you can save a ton of money and time by creating your own save the date wedding invites by using free video templates from the online video editor VEED. Click the first link in the description to get started. So search for wedding in the template search bar and you'll see several video templates will appear. All these templates are fully customizable, meaning you are able to change the text, images and videos, which I'll demonstrate later in this video. And if you don't want to pick one of the specific wedding templates, VEED offers hundreds of other video templates that you can choose from. Select one. I'm going to choose this Polaroid template because I think it's really cute. And then you're able to see how the video will play out. You also have the option to change the aspect ratio. Choose between portrait, landscape and square, and then click start editing. Once in VEED's editor, you'll notice that the timeline has lots of elements in it. Let's expand the timeline so we can see them all by clicking and dragging it upwards. Great, now it's easier to see everything. So the first thing we can do is change the color of the background. Make sure you're in the settings window and under background, click the paint bucket button. You can now change the color to match your wedding theme, or you can copy and paste color codes into the hex box to get specific colors. And if you don't know the hex codes off the top of your head, you can upload an image of your color palette to imagecolorpicker.com and click on the color you want to get the code for. You can then copy and paste it into VEED. You can also upload an image as the background, which would be great if you're using a mix of colors for your wedding and you want to showcase the whole color scheme. Now that we have the color scheme sorted, we can move on to customizing the images and text. Click on the first group element in the timeline and then select ungroup. Now that it's expanded, you can see each individual text and image element, and we can now go in and edit all of them. The shape is the rectangle on the video canvas that creates the Polaroid, so let's not change that. But above this in the timeline is the image used in this template. Click on this and in the edit image window, click replace image. You can now upload an image of you and your fiance. You may need to readjust the size and placement of the image, and you can do so by using the cropping buttons on the side to show more or less of the image, and you can drag the corners inwards and outwards to make it bigger and smaller. And reposition the image by dragging it into place. If you want to add a video instead, first delete the image by clicking on it and pressing the backspace button on your keyboard. To upload a video, head to the media button on the sidebar, click upload a file, and then find the video file you wish to include. If you need to resize the video, you can do so like I showed you earlier. Once you are happy with the placement of your image or video, you can move on to editing the text. Place the playhead just before the next group element and select the text element in the timeline. Now in the edit text window, you can type out you and your partner's names. Just below this, you can customize the text further by changing the font. And if you are using a specific font style for your wedding, with a VEED premium account, you can upload your own fonts to use in your videos, making them extra personal. You can then change the color and size of the text too. You may also notice that the text has an animation on it. You can change the animation by clicking on the animation button and choosing one of the other options available. You can also change the duration of the animation too. Back in the edit text window, you can add an effect behind the words to make them easier to read. Highlight all the elements in the timeline and click group so that the rest of the timeline is easier to work with. If you want to extend the amount of time that all the elements are on screen for, open up the timeline again and highlight all the elements other than the group we just edited. For now, we can click and drag them out of the way and then select the group section we were just editing and drag out the end button to the desired length. We can now highlight and drag all the other elements to the ending of the first group section. Now you know how to customize and edit a save the date wedding invite video, you can go through all the other group sections and repeat these steps to create your own personalized video. Once you've edited all the elements in the template, don't forget to check if the music ends at the same point as all the clips. You can drag the music out in the timeline just like I showed earlier. You may want to use your own piece of music, and you can do so by clicking on the music in the timeline, then click replace audio and add the song you want to use. And if you need some inspiration, VEED also offers a stock audio library where you can search for copyright-free music that you can add to your video. Watch back through your save the date wedding invite video, and if you don't want to make any changes, click the done button in the top right corner. If you have a VEED premium account, you can save this video as a template, which is super helpful, especially if you plan to write out all your guest names on every single invite, or after your wedding, you can come back to this template and change the text to make it a thank you video. Click export video and wait for VEED to render it out. Whilst VEED is rendering out your video, just a quick note to say that with a free account there will be a small watermark in the corner of your video, but I'm sure your guests will be too busy getting excited about being invited that they won't even notice it. When the video has been exported, there are a few ways you could distribute this invite. If you have built a wedding website, you can embed this link into your website so your guests can see it. If you have lots of group chats with the guests you know you want to invite, you can copy the link and paste it to the guests that you want to invite. or you can download the video as an MP4 and share it with friends and family. Either way, I'm sure your guests will love the save the date wedding invite and they will be excited to attend your wedding. Now you know how to create a save the date wedding video for free. After the wedding, why not learn how to create a montage video of all your favorite moments from the day by watching this video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.